Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For this video, I'm going to be reacting to this video, doesn't say top 10 most disturbing interviews in daytime TV history. So yeah, I think it's interesting because like the first scene they have is Dr. Phil. Is he still on the air? But I know he has like some controversial moments like with him or his guests. So yeah, he has a lot of stuff. So let's see how many he has in this top 10. But yeah, I don't know what's gonna be in this video, so let's just get into it. And please subscribe. Let me know what else I should react to in the comments below. And yeah, I'm scared what I'm gonna see.
Yeah.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're looking at
What? Why did I hear? I don't know. I was gonna ask like why he said yeah, but why did I hear like the sound of M? Was he trying to say or I don't know. Just a random thought.
some of the most unsettling sit-downs ever seen on daytime talk shows.
That's might be because I have medication at night time.
Do you?
Which I took about 11:30 last night, didn't I, Mark?
Mariah Carey, The Ellen DeGeneres Show. After the queen of daytime TV was
Oh, I think I saw this one because she was trying to see if she was pregnant or not, so she gave her some champagne.
called out in 2020, viewers began scrutinizing moments on The Ellen DeGeneres Show that now seem toxic. A 2008 chat with Mariah Carey was particularly cruel even at the time.
People are saying that that you're pregnant. There's rumors.
Don't discuss that.
All right. Well, you don't have to.
No,
answer.
that's okay. No, honestly,
you
how
don't
do
have to
I- how
answer
do
me.
I-
Let's just toast with champagne.
DeGeneres addressed rumors that the songbird Supreme was expecting her first child with Nick Cannon. She proceeded to interrogate Carey with champagne.
But like I feel like if I was Mariah Carey, I would just had pretended to drink it and then act like it wasn't a real thing, like just keep it secret still.
Until she confirmed her pregnancy. The guest's visible discomfort suggested that she hadn't planned on making the announcement like this.
You're pregnant.
No,
You
I
are
didn't say
pregnant.
that. No. My mother would be at home, like,
Yeah.
on the
No.
computer, like, what are you talking about? No,
Wait.
we will let you know when we're gonna have a
No,
family.
you won't.
Yes, I would.
No. They always say that when they're sitting on the show, and then I read about it
Do
the
you
next
have this-
day.
Years later, Carey revealed that she was not in on DeGeneres' playful bit, and that a previous miscarriage made the pressure worse. It wouldn't take
Oh,
12
dang,
years
I didn't
for
know
the
about
situation
that.
to get even more painful. Shortly after her reluctant announcement, Carey suffered another miscarriage. Corey Feldman, The Today Show.
But yeah, that's why I feel like a lot of people don't want to say it until they're actually for sure. So yeah, that doesn't look good for Ellen, especially all those other things that came out that canceled her show.
Corey Feldman is on a mission, as he describes it, to clean up Hollywood.
Actor, musician, and sexual abuse survivor Corey Feldman has justifiably made many viewers uncomfortable by speaking his truth. The most uncomfortable incident had to be when he appeared on The Today Show to promote plans to make a feature film exposing predators who were still active in the industry.
I believe there's a lot of darkness in Hollywood right now, and I believe it's been there for quite some time.
Matt
But like I always wonder, people, they want to expose people, but they never say the names, or they always wait to say stuff. Or like I forgot who it was, but this one guy, he was trying to expose someone. He's like, oh, I'm gonna release the information soon. Like, why announce it? Why not just announce the names? Like, why are you giving people a head start to like stop you from doing it? Like, I don't understand that. Like, if you have the names of people, just say the names. If you have the names of people, don't say, oh, I'm gonna expose the names, blah blah blah. Like, why are you giving them a heads up? Just do it. Like, hello, I don't understand that.
grilled Feldman for the Truth Campaign's goal of a $10 million crowdfunded budget, which Feldman asserted was needed for distribution and legal protection.
So every day you wait, every day you try to raise money, I would imagine you believe that children are being abused.
His film project ultimately fell through, but he became a prominent figure in the ensuing #MeToo movement. Lauer himself later saw his career destroyed by allegations of serial abuse. Even without that context, though, his harsh skepticism about Feldman's claim was at best in bad taste.
Promised in the past to name names.
Never.
In your book, you said when you were talking about your book, you said you were going to blow the lid
And
off
this is
of
why
this.
I'm doing this, because when I wrote my book, the publishers prevented me from writing the names
That's
down.
what I...
Fred Phelps.
Like, why do you have to remove? Why do you have to put the names in the book? Why can't you just say it or post it somewhere. Like, I don't know why people do that. If you know who's doing all this illegal stuff, that's why you're on TV, to talk about this illegal stuff happening behind the scenes. Then why don't you just expose people? Or why don't you anonymously put out a tip somewhere? Like, why you gotta wait and put it in your book and then have people say no? Like, people say they want to expose people, but then when they have the chance to do it, they don't do it. So I think you're part of the problem.
Ricky Lake.
They're living their lives. How is it harming your life?
Somebody's got to tell them they're not going to heaven if they keep living that filthy lifestyle.
What could have been quintessential trash TV wound up being a watershed moment in American media. The first season of Ricky Lake featured Minister Fred Phelps and Charles Hockenbarger of the Westboro Baptist Church, who condemned social acceptance of being gay as a sign of the apocalypse. This statement was made more disturbing by the height of the AIDS crisis.
And I'm a person living with AIDS, and so, someday that might be my service. That
Well, you're going to hell, my friend, and I can smell.
Is it just me, or are they giving off gay vibes?
What do you think when he says that to you?
Brimstone in this room now.
The only thing I really want
to repent like the thief on the cross.
Excuse me, can you speak, please?
But when Lake turned to the audience, gay people and allies denounced Phelps as a bigot who understands neither their community or Christian doctrine. As the guests became belligerent, they eventually left altogether, only to return a bit later. This interview is as difficult as ever to watch, but marks a moment when a struggling community triumphantly stood up for themselves.
If he's criminal, you were disbarred, and you just proved that you're turning people. Don't you interrupt me, you ignorant. You shut up!
Carrie Katona.
It's kind of weird because the person that seems to hate the gays the most, he seems a little gay himself, so he's probably trying to fight it so hard.
This morning.
Yesterday, she showed off her brand new body in the tabloids. Today, Kerry joins us for an exclusive interview.
The burden of fame on this former Atomic Kitten singer was distilled in her notorious 2008 interview for This Morning. She was promoting the controversial reality show, Carrie Katona Whole Again, which documented her undergoing extensive plastic surgery at age 28.
And you really have bared all there.
Yeah, I mean, looking at that it makes you like, wow, so how I
is she on drugs or something?
am now, it was such a relief. I mean, they were
Or
so
drunk or
big.
something?
I mean, you could see by how long they were. So now it's just unbelievable. And not once have I complained about my back. Not once.
She not only failed to justify this to Fern Britton and Philip Schofield, but could barely form coherent sentences. Her apparent intoxication and admission to continuing to smoke, despite post-op risks, affirmed to fans that she had a problem.
That's why, because I have medication at night time.
Do you?
Which I took about 11:30 last night, didn't I, Mark? I did a TV show last night. I wasn't talking like this yesterday, but probably it's early in the morning, but that's...
So what, your speech is slurred early in the morning?
Katona achieved sobriety
Asking her to her face.
and has since made promoting mental health and celebrity pressure key to her public image. Her heartbreaking exploitation on This Morning was certainly its own cautionary tale.
We wish you well.
Yeah.
I hope it's a big success for
Yeah.
you. And you're looking fantastic.
I know, I feel it.
And you feel
Thank
great.
you very
Good.
much.
Teen hate mongers. Geraldo. In the early days of his show, Geraldo Rivera spoke with 3 members of the White Aryan Resistance Youth to expose the corruption of their ideology.
Our guests that you'll meet today are truly hate-filled.
The interview had already been postponed.
Also, these talk shows, how do they find these people? Like, they just put out a casting call or something, like, if you hate people, sign up, come be on our show.
By a gang brawl outside of the studio several weeks earlier. Sure enough, the group's rhetoric and confrontations with the audience were very chilling. Tensions escalated when Roy Innis, chairman of Congress of Racial Equality, arrived to provide a credible counter-argument. This ultimately led to a violent standoff and the group being escorted out.
I was interrupted by an ad, but also, why was there no security, like, like when he's standing in front of them, like, security just watching? Is there even security on the show?
Though he sustained visible injuries in the scuffle, Rivera finished the show with his point proven the hard way. This infamous incident further discredited white supremacy, while contributing to the rise of sensationalist interviews on daytime TV.
Only slightly the worse for the wear. We're back.
R. Kelly, CBS This Morning.
I didn't watch this live, but I did see some clips of this.
Would it be for me to, with my crazy past and what I've been through. Oh, right now I just think I need to be a monster and hold girls against their will.
Allegations of extensive abuse against R. Kelly reached all the way to court. The 2019 Lifetime docuseries consolidated these twisted rumors, but the R&B stars were
And then Gayle King is just sitting there. I wonder what she was thinking in her head. Like, oh my gosh, like I have to be professional.
On CBS This Morning, sealed his downfall.
30 years of my career! Y'all trying to kill me! You killing me, man! This is not about music! I'm trying to have a relationship with my kids!
A pre-taped conversation.
It's kind of crazy when you know he was found guilty and all that. Like people that do, like, actually do stuff and are guilty of doing stuff, trying so hard to look innocent and act innocent, but
Conversation with Gayle
I understand.
King showed Kelly as a smooth talker with some eccentric flourishes, but his defense when confronted about surviving R. Kelly was less than convincing, and his outbursts about feeling victimized by the public were truly terrifying. Shortly thereafter, Kelly was charged with racketeering and multiple sex crimes, then convicted in 2021. At the very least,
And
King's interview finished off
all
any
this was for
sympathy
what?
anyone had for this clearly dangerous charismatic.
You don't want to believe it!
Scott Amager and Jonathan Schmitz, The Jenny Jones Show.
One of those revelations would turn deadly.
I think I know about this story. It's dang, I forgot the details, so let me just watch.
The most infamous episode of The Jenny Jones Show didn't go to air. In 1995, Jonathan Schmitz was part of a group of ordinary people whose secret admirers would confess their crushes on national television. His was male co-worker, Scott Amager, who was disappointed to learn that Schmitz was straight. Both men tried to stay polite during the interview, but the heartbreak and discomfort were overwhelming even in real time.
Okay, you think about you have fantasies about him?
I've had a couple, yeah.
Never mind 3 weeks later, when Schmitz got into a drunken argument with Amager that ended in murder.
He said, I went on the Jenny Jones show. I didn't know it was a guy. That's why I killed him.
Schmitz's conviction was a landmark moment.
But that doesn't make sense to me. Like, if someone says they like you and you don't like them, okay, if you're comfortable with your sexuality, like, why would that even matter? So was he gay, like, deep down, and he was trying to hide it? I don't know.
Discrediting gay panic as a criminal defense, it was also a cautionary case in trash TV that exploited someone's sexuality and humiliated two people to a tragic end.
The Jenny Jones Show ran until 2003 for well over 1,000 episodes. But it's
because if you're actually straight, then, like, why would you really care? Like, if you're comfortable with your straightness, like, why would it even matter? It's like, oh no, like, not interested, and then move on. Cause, like, I have friends like that. They're comfortable, and it's like, okay.
most famous episode,
Like, people try to talk to them, it's like, they don't care.
Steve Diamond, The Jeremy Kyle Show. Polygraph tests were a hallmark of the UK's premier tabloid talk show. Among the guests tested was Steve Diamond, who struggled with his mental health and insisted that he never cheated on his partner, Jane Callaghan. After the polygraph contradicted this claim, he and Callaghan suffered a horrific meltdown on camera.
No, I have not been unfaithful to her.
Why'd you fail the test then?
I don't know. I have...
Did he fail the test because he actually cheated? Like, I don't understand people. Like, you have all this energy to do all this bad stuff, like cheat or other worse things. Like, why don't you have the same energy to own up to it? Like in the moment you were doing it, you were fine with it. So why aren't you fine with it now that people are trying to call you out for it? Like, why not have the same energy?
Not been unfaithful to her.
They are, Jane. I mean, I am.
Jeremy Kyle intervened by harassing his guest as a serial liar. 1 week later, Diamond took his own life.
Today, ITV issued a statement saying,
was he actually guilty?
Everyone at ITV and the Jeremy Kyle Show is shocked and saddened at the news of the death of a participant in the show.
The scandal prevented his episode of The Jeremy Kyle Show from airing and soon ended the show overall after 14 years. It's even been attributed to a decline in British tabloid TV, with footage of Diamond's interview being preserved as a gruesome warning.
Listen, I've been cancelled.
Yeah.
In this world, it seems now that unless you follow a
Wait, so was he actually telling the truth or no?
certain path, you're labelled.
Yes.
Zachary Davis, Dr. Phil.
The guards there really didn't want to be in the same room with him.
Dr. Phil McGraw psychoanalyzed a lot of troubled people on his show, but he himself was particularly unsettled by Zachary Davis, who in 2015 was on trial for his mother's murder.
Did you kill your mother?
Yeah.
The dead-eyed, deep-voiced teenager admitted to bludgeoning the victim in her sleep in vivid detail.
Did she make a noise?
I could just hear the hammer.
When McGraw later shared an abridgment of the interview, he,
Why is he
his
talking like that?
guests, and the studio audience were visibly horrified. The court agreed with his assessment that Davis posed a threat to society, as he was convicted and sentenced to 20 years. He became a popular case
20
of
years?
ignoring serious mental illness until a gruesome turn.
Did you laugh when you were hitting her?
Yeah.
Why did you laugh?
I just thought she deserved it.
That Dr. Phil popularized this horror also raised debates over when sharing the signs is just exploitation.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our...
You can go to their page and subscribe, y'all.
Clanfrontation, The Jerry Springer Show. Over 20 years of salacious sit-downs made The Jerry Springer Show synonymous with trash TV. Still, it's hard to top the 1997 episode that punctuates...
So, were Jerry Springer shows real? Or were they staged? Were they actors? I don't know, because how many trashy people can you find and have on a show?
...fall from serious politics.
Confronting the Ku Klux Klan. There's no discussion with them.
Springer seemed to return to that when he brokered a dialogue between members of the Ku Klux Klan and the Jewish Defense League. It was consistently clear that trying to bridge two extremist groups' separation on race was a bad idea. Almost inevitably, the guests came to blows. Well, this sort of incident wasn't unheard of. Deliberately...
And also, like, I thought they wore the white hoods to hide their identity. Like, why would he take his off and show his face? Wait, or was his face already
clear? Trying to
oh, it's already off. But isn't the point of the hoods to hide their identity? But they're all up on national TV. So that's why I'm wondering, is this real?
Two
I don't know.
extremist group separation on race was a bad idea. Almost inevitably, the guests came to blows. Well, this sort of incident wasn't unheard of. Deliberately engineering tension that extreme marked a turning point in how American daytime TV represents politics. Never mind how tabloid talk shows tackle difficult conversations, just when it seemed Clanfrontation couldn't get any more disturbing.
If there's a lesson in all of this today, it's that we may all be offended by how they look, but what is really scary and dangerous are their ideas.
What are some other talk show moments
I feel like social media is like doing everything that they were doing, but just on social media. So like we're seeing the same stuff, but just on social media, and I don't know. But yeah, it's weird. Some people trying to like lie and stuff, and then like if you did it, you did it. Like why not have the same energy you had while you're doing it? And like if you're proud of it while you're doing it, why aren't you proud of it when people want to know if you did it? But anyway, that is the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Let me know what else I should react to in the comments below. And if you want to see my experiences in Korea, you can check out my first channel, SEKSHI. And if you want to see my other socials, it's right here under my face. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.